Hello, and welcome to another video. Today, I will be opening my very first Wilds of Eldraine collector booster. So settle in and let's get cozy as we appreciate every single card in this pack. Unruly Catapult. 2 red for a 0/4 artifact creature. Construct. Common. Defender. Tap. Unruly Catapult deals 1 damage to each opponent. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, untap Unruly Catapult. An autonomous, self-loading catapult had seemed like such a good idea. Return Triumphant. 1 white for a sorcery. Common. Return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Create a young hero role token attached to it. Grabby Giant. 3 red for a 4/3 creature, giant, common. Reach. 2 red, sacrifice an artifact or land. Draw a card. That's mine. 1 red for an instant adventure. Create a treasure token. Evolving Wilds. Land. Common. Tap. Sacrifice Evolving Wilds. Search your library for a basic land card. Put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. The wilds are unpredictable. Rivers change course. Trees shuffle and bend. Rocks split and scurry. But mark my words, traveler. The main thing that'll change out there is you. Sterwin, Boundary Lands Ranger. Tempest Heart. 3 green for a 3/4 creature, elemental elk, uncommon. Trample. Whenever you cast a spell with mana value 5 or greater, Put a +1/+1 counter on Tempest Heart. Scan the clouds. 1 blue for an instant adventure. Draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. Welcome to Sweet Tooth. 1 green for an enchantment, saga, uncommon. Chapter 1. Create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. Chapter 2. Create a food token. Chapter 3. Put X +1/+1 counters on target creature you control, where X is 1 plus the number of foods you control. Ash, Party Crasher. Red, white for a 2/2. Legendary creature, human peasant, uncommon. Haste. Celebration. Whenever Ash, Party Crasher attacks, if 2 or more non-land permanents entered the battlefield under your control this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Ash. Get up and dance. Let your feet thunder like forge hammers. We have a foil full art swamp. Raid Bombardment. 2 red for an enchantment, uncommon. Whenever a creature you control with power 2 or less attacks, Raid Bombardment deals 1 damage to the player or planeswalker that creature is attacking. For slaying dozens of redcaps using only fruit and cakes, the dwarven survivors were dubbed the Gluttoniers. Assault on Delverhoff. Utopia Sprawl. Green for an enchantment, aura, uncommon. Enchant Forest. As Utopia Sprawl enters the battlefield, choose a color. Whenever Enchanted Forest is tapped for mana, its controller adds an additional 1 mana of the chosen color. Rotisserie Elemental. Red for a 1/1. Creature, elemental, rare. Menace. Whenever Rotisserie Elemental deals combat damage to a player, put a skewer counter on Rotisserie Elemental. Then you may sacrifice it. If you do, exile the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of skewer counters on Rotisserie Elemental. you may play those cards this turn. We have an extended art, Ingenious Prodigy, X blue for a 0/1. Creature, Human Wizard, rare. Skulk. Ingenious Prodigy enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. At the beginning of your upkeep, if Ingenious Prodigy has one or more +1/+1 counters on it, you may remove a +1/+1 counter from it. If you do, draw a card. We have a borderless Kellen the Fey-Blooded, 2 red for a 2/2. Legendary creature, Human Fairy, mythic rare. Double strike. Other creatures you control get +1/+0 for each aura and equipment attached to Kellen the Fey-Blooded. Birthright Boon, 1 white for a sorcery adventure. Search your library for an aura or equipment card. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. And we have a doubling season. 4 green for an enchantment, mythic rare. If an effect would create one or more tokens under your control, it creates twice that many of those tokens instead. If an effect would put one or more counters on a permanent you control, it puts twice that many of those counters on that permanent instead. And finally, we have a foil extended art Redcap Gutter Dweller, 2 red for a 3/3. Creature, Goblin Warrior, rare. Menace. When Redcap Gutter Dweller enters the battlefield, create 2 1/1 black rat creature tokens with this creature can't block. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on Redcap Gutter Dweller and exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. And we have a rat token. And there we have it. Thank you so much for joining me today for my first Wilds of Eldraine Collector Booster Pack opening. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm pretty stoked about the doubling season here. And I actually opened another one already as well in a draft booster. I think that was in my short from last week. And that one was in the anime art, so yeah, cool that we got both here. But yeah, tell me about how Wilds of Eldraine is going for you. As always, I'm happy to talk with you down in the comments. Of course, please make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. I put out new Magic the Gathering ASMR videos every Monday and Friday. But that will do it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day.